Before we get into today's episode, I want to be upfront with you about something. What you're watching right now is not me sitting in front of a camera. This is my AI clone, and I want to take a minute to explain exactly what that means, why I chose to do this, and what I did to make sure what you're seeing is as real and as me as it can possibly be, because you deserve that transparency. Here's the truth. Recording videos is a skill. It takes practice, it takes repetition, it takes time, and I do have the ability to train, to memorize a script, and to deliver it well. That's not the issue. The issue is that my life is full. I have responsibilities that consume a large portion of my time every single day. And even the planning side of content creation, the scripting, the scheduling, the preparing can become genuinely exhausting after a while. When I committed to posting daily, I knew I had to be honest with myself. If I was depending on finding the time to sit down, set up, record, re-record, and edit, I would fall short. Not because I don't care, but because life doesn't stop moving just because you have a posting schedule. So I made a decision. I decided to build a representative, an AI version of me that can deliver content on demand, so the channel never goes silent because my schedule got heavy. But I was not willing to just throw any avatar up here and call it Paul Barber. That's not how I operate. So here's what I actually did. I dressed intentionally. The outfit you see on this clone, I chose specifically for this channel, something distinctive, something that represents how I actually carry myself. Then I sat for a photo session so that Hey Jen, the platform I used to build this clone, could capture my likeness as accurately as possible. The face you see is my face, the build, the look, the presence. That's me. I also cloned my voice. My actual voice was recorded and trained into the AI. So when you hear these words, you are hearing a version of my real voice. Now, I did make a few adjustments. There are some personal touches I applied to the delivery and the tone, things I felt made it sound more like the version of me I want representing this brand. But the foundation is authentically mine. I'm telling you all of this because I believe the people who watch this channel deserve to know exactly what they're engaging with. I'm not hiding behind technology. I'm using it the same way the people we cover on this show use automation and systems to stay consistent, stay productive, and keep delivering value without burning out. This clone is a tool. I am still the mind behind every word of every script, every case study, every breakdown, every blueprint. That's still me. This is just how I show up when showing up the traditional way isn't possible. And honestly, I think that's worth talking about openly, because a lot of creators are facing the same tension between the demand to post and the reality of their lives. This is my solution. I'm Paul M. Barber, and whether it's me behind the camera or my clone in front of it, the mission doesn't change. Let's get into the show. This man runs 30 websites, 30. And he manages all of them in about 4 hours a week. No team, no office, no face on the internet. Just one guy, a laptop, and an automation system he built that does almost everything for him. Last month, those 30 sites brought in $47,000 combined while he was living his life. I'm Paul Barber, and this is the Silent Webmaster, where we pull back the curtain on the people making real money online that nobody knows about. Today, we break down exactly how he built this, the niche strategy, the automation stack, the money, and at the end, how you can start replicating it. So how does a guy with 30 websites get traffic without posting on social media every day? Pinterest. That's the whole answer. Each site targets one specific visual niche: home decor, meal planning, budget travel, wedding ideas. Niches where people are already searching for inspiration on Pinterest every single day. His system pushes out 10 to 15 pins per site per day. Across 30 sites, that's up to 450 pins going out daily. And he is not sitting there making any of them manually. Across his entire portfolio, he's pulling in over 4 million Pinterest impressions a month, sending hundreds of thousands of visitors to sites that are quietly converting that traffic into cash. Now let's talk about the money. Because $47,000 a month across 30 sites is not coming from one source. About half of that, roughly 50%, comes from display advertising. Premium ad networks like Mediavine and Raptive. You hit their traffic threshold, you turn the ads on, and the site starts earning while you sleep. 35% comes from affiliate programs. Each site has affiliate links baked into the content. Niche specific, relevant, not spammy. Readers click, they buy, he earns a commission. The remaining 15% comes from digital product upsells, simple things, printables, guides, templates that visitors pay for directly. On average, each site earns about $1,500 a month. Some earn more, some earn less, but the portfolio average holds, and it compounds every time he adds a new site. Here is where it gets really interesting, because the question you're probably asking is, how does one person publish content to 30 websites? The answer is he built a machine that does it for him. He uses a tool called N8N. It's an automation platform. Think of it like a brain that connects all his other tools together. Every morning at a scheduled time, N8N wakes up. It tells an AI writing tool to generate a new blog post for each site. That post gets sent straight to WordPress through the REST API and published automatically. At the same time, N8N fills in a Canva pin template with the post title and image. That pin gets pushed to Pinterest through the API, and the whole cycle logs itself in Airtable, so he can see what's working every single day across every single site. So, what does it actually take to replicate what he did? Step 1. Pick a visual niche, something people search for on Pinterest. Home, food, wellness, finance, wedding, travel. Pick one. Go deep. Step 2. Spin up a WordPress site. Nothing fancy, just a clean, fast site that can hold content and run ads. Step 3. Build your Canva pin templates. You need about 10 to start. Vertical format, bold text, clean design. Step 4. Connect N8N. Wire it to your AI writing tool, your WordPress REST API, your Canva templates, and your Pinterest account. Set the schedule and let it run. Step 5. Grow to Mediavine threshold and turn on the ads. That's when the site starts paying for itself. Then you repeat it, site by site, until you have a portfolio. Now, he spent months building this system from scratch, figuring out what works, what breaks, and how to make it scale. Arcano Labs is building the version you can turn on in a day. The same pipeline. AI content, automated publishing, Pinterest distribution, without the setup headache. Link is in the description. I'm Paul Barber. This is the Silent Webmaster. Drop a comment with the niche you start with. I read every single one, and I'll see you in the next one.